Hey, it's Copper Carver, and today we're doing the unboxing of the Fluora Monos. So if you watch a lot of my videos, you might have seen one video that has that RGB plant that is so magical, so mystical, super cool looking. I love artificial plants. I love real plants, let alone RGB lighting and fake plant lights put together. It's to behold. However, they are coming out, or just came out, I should say, with their own table lamp. This looks super cool. So how about we just open it up and get into it? All right, so the first thing off the box on the very top are their cords. We have a white cord right here. Seems like a decently long length. I know that matters to a lot of us. Yeah, pretty good long length. Let's go ahead and get out the light itself. From what I understand, it comes in two parts. Ugh. Here we go. Let me make sure. A user manual. Oh my gosh, I've never seen a user manual this big before. All right, but here we go right here, guys. The light itself. Oh my gosh. This is cool. It's super glossy. It's clean. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure it's ceramic. So it looks extra nice. Wow. Look at that. So essentially 5 sides on this, each side around here, and then the one on top is able to light up. There is a light that is in here. I've seen videos where they actually take it out so you can look at it. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it right now. Here it is right here. So this is the actual light. I believe it's 270 LEDs. If I'm wrong about that, I'll have it pop up. But this is the light that is actually in it. Super cool. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put this back in here. I don't want to mess anything up. Let's go ahead and plug this in and let's react to the light at the same time. Oh. Okay, it's starting on this side. Here we go. Oh man, look how that turns on so elegantly slow. Okay, it's on. Wow, that is cool. So I don't know what mode it's in right away. The fact that it's white, I can see some of my dog's hair on it. Look at that. That is cool. Is the top lighting up right now? Yes, kind of. That is super cool, guys. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I really need to get some of my dog's hair off this. It's black hair. Before I do some close-up shots, I'm gonna need to wipe it down. Let's actually take this off of it and take a look at the LEDs that are in it as well. Whew. And there's the LEDs right there. That's cool looking. Let me let y'all take a closer look. Let's go ahead and connect it to the app real quick, and then we'll do a showcase of all the different scenes that it has. Once I pull up the Fluora app, I'm going to click Add Device. I will pair the device. From here, I click plus, I give it a name, and then I connect to the Wi-Fi. Of course, I'm going to skip the Wi-Fi information so you don't take that from me. But after the connection, we get right here. I am officially connected. And here we go. See, on the top section is where I have the Fluora Mini, which is the RGB plant. And on the bottom is the Monos, which is awesome because there is a update right away. So I'm going to do the update and then come right back. After the update right here, you can see on the bottom section is where you need to concentrate. We have auto, scene, and manual. So right here are our scenes, but these scenes, they do have their own looks. But if you're used to Goving and things like that, don't freak out that you see only like 4 or 5 scenes. These are just particular ones that you can click on. If you want to see where everything is, you go to manual, and this is where you see the different scenes that are built in. There still aren't a crazy amount if you're used to other RGB products, but for the amounts that you have, there is a awesome amount of customization for these scenes, where it's speed, where it is size, where it is how big the colors actually are within each panel, which is really great. I'm just kind of tinkering with this right now for my own benefit. Right here in the settings, so your model number, everything like that. Now it says audio. However, I wasn't able to find an audio option. So Fluora, if you could please send me an email or comment in the section to let me know why there is an audio section, because I wasn't sure if it reacts to music or not. I would think so. But yeah, everything looks really good. These are those scenes, which you can customize those scenes as well. But I do love the app and how simple it is to use. Now that I've kind of tinkered around with the app, it does look like each and every scene you're able to add a little bit of customization, how fast the color changes, how much of it fills up, so that is nice. I will still say I don't see a music mode. Whenever I go to settings, I see that there is a audio option, but it doesn't seem to react to music, or it's supposed to, but maybe that update isn't out yet. Let's go ahead and check some scenes out. guys, this is honestly a super cool light with the like glossy, like acrylic cover that is slick and nice looking. It's honestly kind of reflective in a cool way. I love it. The fact that it has the different sides that are able to do the different colors really adds this variety that you don't get to see from a lot of other RGB products. Govee really does have unique products, but this is something that's very unique that I'm not seeing a lot of other lighting companies copy. With Govee, I see a lot of other companies copy what they have, but I will say that Fluora, I always say it wrong, really stands out with trying to do something different. Their RGB plant light is super cool, very different. Haven't really seen another company do something like that. And now this is something else that is being added to their collection that is super cool. And the fact that this is such a cheaper price compared to their plant, which is around $250 or more, which is honestly, in my opinion, too expensive, and a lot of people feel that way. Or this is closer to around $130, I want to say. This is definitely more affordable for more people. If I were to talk about any downsides, honestly, the main downside is if you unplug it at all, which I had to unplug it quite a bit to get different shots in different places, you had to do the whole connection process all again. In fact, I had to go to Bluetooth, I had to do forget this device, and then I had to re-add it, reconnect it to my internet. So guys, I've had to do that like 8 times, and it's so annoying. Hopefully y'all don't have to do that, so it shouldn't be as big of a complaint, but just know that if you do unplug it, there is kind of a bit of a longer process to reconnect it, so that's kind of annoying. Also, on the bottom, that has to do with kind of reconnecting too. They say in their paper, we don't have a button. I guess they're trying to be fancy and not having a button, but honestly they do. And you kind of squeeze it like really hard to do the initial Bluetooth connection. And of course I had to do that a lot, so that's kind of annoying. Some other positives is, guys, the whole swiping above it. You know what? I think since I disconnected it, I have to go back in the settings and turn that on. Okay, I did it. But the whole being able to swipe your hand to turn it on and off is super cool. It can be annoying always having to turn your lights on and off, whether it's finding the remote for the light or going through the app. So the fact that I'm able to just swipe my hand, that's so cool. And I actually love that. Like, it's a surprise that I love it. But guys, this is a standout. I need to figure out where I'm gonna place it because it is able to just be a regular lamp. It has your warms, your whites, your cools. So I could honestly put this in my living room where I try not to have as many RGB products per se, and I can just like have a really cool lamp that's really glossy. But anyways, guys, this has been the Fluora Monos. Super cool product. I like this a lot. But anyways, guys, please like, share, and subscribe.